G'day, I'm David Deida, Sheshnag Yoga Centre, sheshnag.com. What on earth is Kundalini? This video is about why you come together in love. I've been listening to a bit of David Deida, spelled D-E-I-D-A. That's his last name. Everyone knows how to spell David. Or not everyone, a lot of people. Been reading the book called The Way of the Superior Man. Talks about stuff that confronts me a little bit, where the male's totally responsible to hold the space, and then relative to how he holds the space is relative to the expression of his woman. I've tested it, it's pretty accurate. He's a genius. Talks about the sexuality and polarities within a relationship. So I've been thinking about it, been trying to step up. It's been uncomfortable as anything, it's been confronting. It's been a terrible experience. It has been a really terrible experience. And that's the first laugh I've let out for a long time. The irony of life. Anyway, he talks about polarities. The male being strong, the woman being receptive and open. All depends on your background, your programming as to what polarity you express. All depends on your given situation at any point in time in your everyday life, as well as to whether you want to be receptive or whether you want to be the strong one. We both have these polarities inside of us, and we express them relative to our programming, our life, our needs. In an intimate relationship, he encourages that we consciously choose to come together in vulnerability and meet in the essence of love. And that's outside of the life that is busy. If you have children, you have obligations. You got a house, you got obligations. You got work, you got obligations. You got all these things in life that allow you to forego the opportunity to come together in vulnerability and the polarity of true love. So outside of those experiences around obligations, which create actually an experience of neutrality, where you and your partner become friends, there's no sexual impulse, there's no really desire that happens between the two, because you're so busy with everyday things that you don't actually connect and meet or allow the opportunity to come together in love. You actually become neutral, and a neutral charge has no push or pull, so to speak. So if you can remind yourselves and be consciously participating in an experience where you allocate some time, or know that the real reason that you're together in an intimate relationship, if you choose, you can choose to just be neutral and best friends and focus on the kids and the household and building your business. It doesn't matter. There is the opportunity, if you are lacking the attraction, repulsion in a dualistic sense to do with polarities, there's the option that you can actually converse with your partner through communication and body expression, body language, to be able to meet in the most beautiful expression of love and unity, which allows you to express the polarities. You can play around with the polarities, of course, but ultimately, if there are no polarities and there's no openness and vulnerability in love and stillness, then all you do is the cultural superimposition of a relationship, which is really working a treat with over 50% divorces, and hell knows what else is going on around the experience of the relationship that we've created, around the dynamic of the household in the last 50 or 100 years. It's really quite confrontational for the human being in general, as the roles have changed and the dynamics of our life have changed so much, but not necessarily the physiology of our body. Anyway, the video is about opening in vulnerability to meet in the most beautiful, blissful experience of love. It's only theoretical on my part. As I regurgitate some of the teachings of David Deida, I'm hoping that through the appreciation of his teachings, then I can be still enough to be able to hold the space. So I have someone in my life that can open up like a flower, and in that openness I can hold her no matter what. I can hold her in her pain, in her joy, and her most frivolous expression of anything. I can hold her in the rampage, and I can hold her in the softness. It's good in theory, as long as I eliminate myself out of it and not respond or react with anything but an expression through my heart, whilst being vulnerable, allow the opportunity to be still in myself and centered and aligned. See how I go, wish me luck. Hopefully the video helped. If it did, you can subscribe down there. I don't normally plug myself, I don't even care if you subscribe, but you can if you want. That's about it on David Deida and the polarities of love, the openness and vulnerability, coming together in your relationship, allocating time and working out the true purpose of your relationship, which is to meet in love and openness, in a softness that's receptive at the same time as strong. Omdevaji, sheshnag.com, Sheshnag Yoga Center. Om Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Mahadev, Hara Hara Mahadev, Hara Hara Mahadev. Praise be to the Great Being.